Hello everyone and welcome back to Learning English with Mr. Andrew Muse. Alright, for a warm-up exercise we have a paragraph here with a lot of errors. Can you help me make corrections? Please pause the video while you work it out. How many errors did you find? Well, there are 5 total errors. So let's go over them. So in our first sentence, what do we have? We're missing a comma. Why do we need a comma in here? Well, if we are listing multiple things, so more than 2, we need to have commas in between them. So we have rattlesnakes, scorpions, and yellow-spotted lizards. So we need to add the comma right here in between scorpions and. Our next one is, yes, a spelling error. Right here, yellow-spotted lizards. Here, we have 2 O's instead of an O-W. You spell yellow, Y-E-L-L-O-W. Alright, our third error is in sentence 2. Can you tell me where the error is? Yes, in Texas. So what's wrong with it? Yes, the T in Texas needs to be capitalized because it is a name of a place. You should always capitalize the names of a noun. So like a person, place, or thing, this is a place, and Texas is the name of the place. Then our fourth error is going to be in sentence 3. What might this error be? Yes, the first letter of camp. There are 2 reasons why this should be capitalized. First reason is because it's in the beginning of the sentence. It's the first letter of the sentence, so that needs to be capitalized. But it's also the name of the place as well. Just like with Texas, Camp Green Lake is a name of a place. Then our final error is in sentence 4. Yes, the is here should be are. Why? Because we're talking about multiple things. So, there is 2 trees in a log cabin. Doesn't make sense. But there are 2 trees in a log cabin. That's how it needs to be. So, why did I have you correct this paragraph? Well, today we're going to be learning about the drafting, sharing, and evaluating steps of the writing process, and how to provide constructive criticism to your peers. In the previous lessons, we learned how to use pre-writing strategies of mind mapping and outlining. We also practiced a little bit of drafting with your end-of-class assignment. Drafting is your first piece of writing on a subject. And similar to any other types of art, the first piece that you make is not always what you intended, and that's okay. This is why you share your draft with others. It's good to share your work with others so that they can evaluate your work and give you constructive criticism. What do I mean by evaluating someone? Evaluation is more than just checking their draft for errors. You must also evaluate their ideas and find out what they want to tell their readers. Do you understand what they're writing? Does it have too much or not enough information? Write these notes down when you evaluate someone. And what does constructive criticism mean? Well, let's break it down. You know what construction means? Yes, to build. And do you know what critic means? Well, critic is somebody who points out flaws. So, constructive criticism is to help point out flaws to help someone build their work, to help somebody build their work. You provide this person with advice to help them make their work better. For our next exercise, I want you to see how you can make this paragraph even better by talking about some details that could be added or changing the sentences a little bit. Anything to make it more clear. So I want you to do this on your own, and we'll be back. Alright, so I have pulled up here the same warm-up activity that we used earlier. So in the warm-up, we changed all the errors, but now let's take a look at the paragraph itself. So I'm going to read it out loud, and we're going to see if it makes sense or not. So, it has rattlesnakes, scorpions, and yellow-spotted lizards. It's a wasteland in Texas, USA. Camp Green Lake is the main setting of the story. There are 2 trees and a log cabin. Now, I want you to use the Poll Everywhere app to restructure the sentence. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you're going to categorize you're going to move and reorder the paragraph based on what line they are. So, put in your answers, and we'll come back. All right, those are some great answers. So let's go over it real quick. So whenever we start a paragraph, we want to start off with a topic sentence. So what are we talking about? We are talking about Camp Green Lake. So let's take sentence number 3 and move that to the top. So Camp Green Lake, our topic, is the main setting of the story. And another thing that I like to do is to work top down with my paragraphs. So whenever we're talking about it, Camp Green Lake is the big topic. What else do you think would be a next to big topic? Yes, more about what it is. So in this one, we'll use sentence 2. It is a wasteland in Texas, USA. So let's take that and put it in the next line. Then, is there any other bigger ideas out of these last 2? I think so. I think that we can use the "there are 2 trees and a log cabin" sentence right after "it's a wasteland in Texas." So let's take that and cut. Paste. Alright, so let's reread the paragraph and see how it sounds. Camp Green Lake is the main setting of the story. It is a wasteland in Texas, USA. There are 2 trees and a log cabin. It has rattlesnakes, scorpions, and yellow-spotted lizards. That sounds a lot better. For our next exercise, I want you to see how you can make this paragraph even better by talking about some details that could be added or changing the sentences a little bit. Anything to make it more clear. So I want you to do this on your own, and we'll be back. Alright, got some wonderful answers. So out of those, we were able to put together this paragraph. So let's read it together. Camp Green Lake is the main setting of the story. It is a dry and hot wasteland in Texas, USA. There are only 2 trees with a hammock and a log cabin. It has dangerous animals such as rattlesnakes, scorpions, and yellow-spotted lizards. So much better. Thank you for joining us, and I hope to see you again.